Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're just going to be doing a quick preview, and it's for the SJ8 series. Now some of you may or may not have heard of this series before, but basically it's going to have three different models. So it's going to come in the SJ8 Pro, which is the highest spec model, and it's powered by Preorder chipset and Sony sensor, SJ8 Plus, which is Novatech chipset and Sony sensor, and then the SJ8 Air, which is Novatech plus Panasonic. So here we're actually linking into a third-party site, and it's Posh Gadgets. Some of you may or may not know about this site, but we have some of the tentative specs here, and I'm sure you can probably pause your screen and check some of these specs. Now, one thing that has changed since we first announced the SJ8 is that we will not have a model that supports GPS. So that's the main thing that has changed since we first announced this in August and now. Okay, so we can see 4K at 60 frames per second, and the EIS, it works up to 4K at 30 frames per second. So that's it's an improvement, as our current SJ7 Star, it only works, the EIS or gyro stabilization only works on 1080p at 60 frames per second. Some other things that we didn't write here is it's going to have actually dual microphone, dual internal microphone, dual Wi-Fi. So we'll update this blog to also include some of the other things that some people on the SJCAM forum or community have asked about. So Jason, he asked several questions about, okay, will this support RAW, EIS at 4K, like an ISO control or shutter control? And so we pretty much have confirmed most of the stuff that he was asking about. So yes, it will support RAW, and it will have a fixed ISO or ISO shutter control for photo and video. And the bit rate, it's 4K at 60 frames per second, records up to 100 megabytes per second. So and there were some other questions as well this morning. Oh, let's see what else. Sorry guys. The H2.65, or let me see, sorry. Anyways, let me show you a surprise. So right now I am holding the prototype packaging for the SJ8 Pro. So here it is, H.264 or H2.265 or whatever. So yes, there will be a switch or an option where you can choose between these two. Okay. Another cool thing is that the SJ8 Pro will have USB Type-C, and again the Umbrella H22 chipset. Here's some other specs, and you can pause your video. Let's see if we can find anything else that. Let's see. I just saw this morning, so. So yeah, another question was the f2.0 lens. So yes, we'll have a f2.0 lens like the SJ7. So that's what I was trying to remember. Okay, so again, this is only for the Pro, and for the other models, let me show you a preview on these. So you can go to Posh Gadgets or the SJCAM forum, and we'll show you the other ones really quickly. So the next question is probably going to be, oh, well, when can I buy this? When can I pre-order? The first model to go on pre-order, it will actually be the Air. So let's just go there now. And you can see NTK chipset, Panasonic sensor, H.264 gyro. So all models will support external mic and remote. So this is going to be the lower spec version, but it's still pretty fancy there. And the SJ8 Plus, So this is going to add a screen on the front, kind of like the SJ6 Legend. And we have some, again, 4K at 30 frames per second. Nice little Sony sensor. 1200 milliamp battery, which I think is an upgrade on all versions as well. So that's another cool thing to look forward to. Okay, so yeah, I'll put a link to the forum and also to the blog and to this description. So yeah, when are these going to be ready? For the SJ8 Air, it should be ready early January, hopefully. And then the SJ8 Pro and Plus, these two should be ready maybe in around February or whatever. So there's still a couple more months to wait, but I think that you will be happy. It'll basically be worth the wait or whatever, because again, the Pro, it's going to support RAW like straight out of the gate, and we're actually working with some other testers or whatever to add certain features into that. So hopefully we can have like a cinematic feature and stuff like that for the people who are going to be using this professionally. So yes, the SJ8 Air should be ready in around a month, and then the other two maybe 2 or 3 months later. And yeah, so lots of questions on Facebook, on the forums, but I'm just really happy to be able to show you kind of, this is going to be the prototype, this is like the prototype outer shell of the packaging. So again, this will be probably just be a model with like the camera and a data cable and maybe a case. We've seen other camera manufacturers not including the cases. So this will help bring the retail price down. I'm sure like many of you guys already have tons of mounts and stuff, and mounts are pretty cheap online, and we'll probably have like a mount bundle or whatever. So I guess for this new series that will be released in 2018, we want to give the end user like more choices or whatever, and also be more competitive with the price, while at the same time like giving you a really high spec action camera. So I'm really excited about this. That's why I just kind of had to take this impromptu video. I know I kind of stumbled on this H.264, H.265, but hopefully you guys will forgive me. If you have any questions, ask them inside of the description, in the comments, sorry. And remember to like our video, subscribe, and thanks for watching.